It's the go-home show for WWE Extreme Rules, so in all honesty, what could fans really have expected? Well, we got a couple interesting storyline developments, we got a couple other things that landed with a resounding thud, we did get the debut of LA Knight, yeah, we got the main roster call-up of a faction I think is going to add a whole lot to the WWE product, even if they change one of the members for no goddamn reason, but the creme de la creme, the cream on top, the cream rising to the top, Sheamus and Gunther beating the high holy hell out of each other, just like they did in Cardiff, Wales. Man, they were just clubbing each other. It was great goddamn shit. They were cooking. The crowd was cooking. It was the best of times, not the worst sure of times. Fucking hell, the closing moments. Ooh! God, I know what they were trying to do. Felt so bad for them. I felt so bad. They were trying to get the crowd back. The crowd was chanting bullshit. I'll get to that, but oh, so close. Anyway, I'm John Renton with my review of the season premiere of WWE Smackdown, the show that never takes a week off, just like this coming week's WWE Raw. That's going to be the season premiere. I don't really get the whole season premiere thing when you never take time off, but nevertheless, whatever, it's a season premiere. Let me know your thoughts on this show in the comments, please. Extreme Rules 2022 predictions were posted a couple days ago. Check those out. And thank you guys very much for tuning in. Thank you guys very much for adding so much to the channel the last few years. I just want to take a moment to shout you guys out. Thank you very much. So they are in Worcester, Massachusetts, not Worcestershire. Unfortunately, Michael Cole is still here. I know that some people like him. Look, I've never been the biggest fan of Michael Cole. In all honesty, to be as objective as possible, he's stale now. He doesn't have Vince McMahon screaming in his ear, but he doesn't really need to be doing commentary much longer. If he's a producer, that's fine. Bring in some fresh blood. This goes for commentary teams in other companies as well. You need to rotate people in and out. I'm not saying fire, just you have to do something to freshen things up. Familiarity breeds contempt. Triple H shows up to a pop. There will come a time where you believe everything, everything is ended, but that's just the beginning. Welcome to Fox, welcome to Smackdown. There's a QR code on the microphone, and it has a bunch of pig stuff and let me in and everything, and look, it's obviously the Fiend Bray Wyatt. And they're going to reveal more on tonight's or tomorrow's Extreme Rules. Or tonight's Extreme Rules, depending on if you're watching this on Saturday. Greetings from the past, by the way. How is the future? So nevertheless, here's the bloodline. Entrance takes 4 years. And then here's Logan Paul. Look, I know what they're trying to do here. Logan Paul is being booed out of the fucking building. He's not believable as a face. Especially considering that finally Roman is over. He's been over for a time because they finally started to do with Roman what they should have done a number of years ago. This is the kind of Roman Reigns we could have had a while ago, and Vince just didn't want to fucking relent. Hell, could you have imagined if he had been just a fucking dastardly heel for a time, had to announce his unfortunate leukemia returning, and then come back as a babyface? That would have worked. That would have worked. But hey, we're getting some of the best work of Roman Reigns' career, and Heyman does everything. Heyman just goes off on Ben Shapiro and Andrew Tate and a few others or whatever, and a whole bunch of right-wing crackpots. And in all honesty, let's always go off on the right-wing crackpots because that's what they fucking deserve. So he does compare Logan to Cyndi Lauper and Mr. T. Here's the difference. Cyndi Lauper contributed positively to wrestling, so did Mr. T. Logan is over-delivered in the ring. I still don't care for him, and I really don't want to see him versus Roman Reigns. So I will be watching that show on delay, Crown Jewel. This has gone a long time. Zayn keeps the peace and calls Logan a giant number 2 a few times just to get the joke over. And he's playing the peacekeeper, and okay, whatever. So Ricochet versus Solo in a match that, look, I don't care about Ricochet as good as he is. When he doesn't want to associate with pieces of shit like Chase and Rance, then maybe I'll care. Solo's good, though. I don't know why Ricochet landed on his head, but then again, he associates with Chase and Rance, so I don't think he's going to damage what little brain he has, if any. Solo wins. This was fine. It was just a match that we've seen variations of before. So, more with Sammy and Jay. Roman agrees with Sammy that Jay's a hothead. So, it's your problem now, Sammy. So, Sammy's the boss of the Usos. So, Hit Row's backstage. Then Sammy and the Usos are backstage. They run a New Day, and we're going to get a 6-man tag later. Hit Row is going to come out for a match. Thankfully, 3 guys in masks. The lucha suits, as some might call them, because they were actually dressed in suits. But Santos, Wild, and is it Mendoza or Cruz? I actually forget what they changed his name to. It's Legado del Fantasma, or as I call them, or del Fantasma, or as I call them, Legoland Phantasm. So they're there. Unfortunately, Elektra Lopez is not there. They put Elektra Lopez in the dryer, and out came Zelina Vega. Look, Zelina is very good on the stick. She's just not, she doesn't fit at all. She does not fit this at all. I'm not saying that Elektra couldn't use a little more seasoning in the ring, but you're telling me that her with them, that wasn't good enough? You couldn't have her go with them to TV and then bop back down to NXT and do some stuff? They paid people more to do less. Like, Elektra seems like she wants to learn, and she looks better with them. Zelina just, I'm sorry, this isn't fucking work. It isn't going to work at all. They're going to have to struggle uphill, just like Zelina struggles to reach the height requirements for carnival rides. Wade had to act like he didn't know who the fuck they were, even though he'd seen them wrestle for checks, and it was about 2 years since coming back for commentary. At least 2 years. Okay. That was stupid. It was stupid to make the announcer seem like he didn't know who the fuck they were. They better have Elektra join them by just after Mania. Because, please do not give me Zelina and Elektra in a match. I do not need to see that. But just have Elektra go with them eventually, because otherwise they're going to hamper them right away. And they have the talent, especially Santos. The White Rabbit Arcade. Tomorrow at Extreme Rules we find out more, but probably don't get a reveal, but whatever. No, Raquel, we are not going to use this tank to storm the Capitol, Shotzi said. Stop asking. Xia and Sonya taking on Shotzi and Raquel. Okay, Xia and Sonya might be one of the hottest teams that they've ever had, literally. Xia Li, I would like her to throw me around and kick me in the face. I have issues. This was dicey, mainly because Raquel's not very good, Shotzi likes to throw her body around, and Sonya has regressed to the point where I think she's just waiting out her contract. Sonya got pinned by Raquel. Then we got a package on Liv and Ronda. And that was all for that. I will care more about Ronda when she realizes that she's a goddamn bigoted bitch. So, Cross and Scarlett, nobody cares. Nobody reacted. Drew shows up. We get security. 4 men try to hold Drew back while he's strapped to another man, who is at 11. And then strapping shots from Cross. And this went a while. This isn't good. Sarah Rose coming back with the Raiders. Hey, remember when she said a woman's place is at home? Yeah, fuck you, Sarah Rose. Hope your kid freaking abandons you when it's old enough to, leave the goddamn house. Stupid twat. So anyway, nevertheless, we get another goddamn idiot coming back to join a gimmick that is not that good. New Day and Braun took on Usos and Zayn. There was arguing between Sammy and Jay. And Braun got the hot tag, eventually tagged Kofi. Did a thing where he hit Jay into Michael Cole. I was hoping for a Kerry Von Erich June 4th, 1986 accident type thing, but nevertheless, we get the Midnight Hour 1, 2, 3. There you go. LA Knight is back. Yeah. Long fucking overdue. This Maximum Male Models thing has been death. So, hey, look, a guy in a White Rabbit costume is behind the commentary team. Do you get it? Kofi and Sammy, LA Knight and Mansoor next week. Sheamus enters at 6:35 p.m. and then Gunther shows up. All the guys stay backstage, at least for the time being. Sheamus and Gunther beat the high holy hell out of each other. I'm not going to get too much into a detailed discussion of this match, but you absolutely need to check this shit out. Sheamus was beating off Gunther from behind repeatedly. Usually I have to pay extra to watch 2 foreign men beat each other up from behind. Always delete your search history. I'll be taking no further questions on that. And they do the white noise off the second rope for 2. Dropkick powerbomb for 2. Neck crank. Straight out of Zack Sabre Jr.'s playbook. Splash to the back in the neck for 2. Sheamus chance. Sheamus with a clover leaf. And it looked like Gunther was trying to get to the ropes, but unfortunately did this. Which is a tap. And the referee had to call it off. Oh, that's where it fell off. And then they're like, shit, get the people out there to brawl. And that's what they did. They got Eichner, Vinci and Kaiser. And then they also got Peter Dune and Ridge. And my God, this got to be messy. And then we got the Shillelagh tossed in. Somehow the ref didn't see. Club shot 1, 2, 3. They were so close to having a great goddamn classic. And it fell apart. I'm not saying worst match of the year. Not that. But just god damn it. Oh. Whoo. So anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Rickland, and I'll see you soon.